We're live, Julie.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. It's where we blend spirituality and practicality to help you live a life of purpose and joy. We got a whole bunch of people waiting online with their questions on the YouTube live stream. If you want to join us there, just go to Ask Julie Ryan on YouTube. If you're coming in and you want to have a question and a conversation with me, come to AskJulieRyanShow.com. We've got Samantha on the YouTube side of the equation helping people, and we've got Chris on the main dashboard. So between all of us, the three of us, we will get as many people on and get as many questions answered as possible. You want to stay tuned because later in the show, I'm going to announce the winner of the Angels and Enlightenment Training, AET, Angels and Enlightenment Training. And we give away a free training every month on the show. And if you want to just be in the drawing for it, we pick random people who've left a review. You got to leave a review on YouTube or anywhere you listen to the podcast or on all the podcast networks. And you can leave a review for any one of my 7 books on Amazon too. We take some from there as well. So you want to stay tuned and see if you're the lucky winner of the Angels and Enlightenment training class this evening. So, Chris, who's our first caller? Mary. Hi, Mary. Mary's from Draper, Utah. I have something serious going on in my liver. Can you check it and heal it? I'm gathering all my faith here to heal from unspeakable abuse. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Don't know what's going on, but how this works for those of you that are joining us for the first time is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit. I'm going to watch a laser beam come from my body here in Birmingham, Alabama, and it's going to hook into Mary in Utah. And then I'm going to have a hologram of her in my mind's eye, and it's going to be as if I'm looking at an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And so something will be identified, and then there'll be a healing, and I'm going to describe it in detail. For all of you that are watching or listening, either real time this evening or anytime, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter. Please picture what I'm describing in these healings because we're all going to send healings to Mary or to whoever the next caller is or the next person asking a question. And it's kind of like the power of prayer. We all work together to help somebody heal. And the other thing to remember is that nobody heals anybody else. It's spirit working through me, through all of you as you envision what I'm describing in the healings. And we're sending the healing to Mary. And then Mary's spirit decides how, when, or even if she's going to integrate the healing into her body, because nobody ever heals anybody else. No doctor, no shaman, no medical provider. I don't, you don't. It's all the person healing themselves. We just help them heal themselves. Okay, so Mary, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading out to you in Utah. Got you. So I have a hologram of you in my mind's eye, and I've turned you around so I can look at your liver from behind, going in there. It looks bad. It looks bad in that it's very dark. So what I'm watching happening, when I say bad, that just means that it looks diseased. It looks like it's not healthy. A healthy liver looks pink to me. This is very dark. So there's a spiral of energy that's spinning in the middle of it, and it's cleaning it out. It's kind of like here in America, we would say it's roto-rootering your liver. I don't, I'm watching it spin. And so as it comes around on the right side and down underneath and up the left, so it's spinning in a clockwise direction. What I'm watching happen is I'm watching it clean out your liver, and your liver is disintegrating, honey. So, I think there's a really good chance that there's some malignancy in there from what I'm seeing. I hope you're working with a doctor. If not, please go see one. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna generate a new liver for you. We're just gonna do that. Just, because it's Thursday night. What the heck? So imagine that there's a mold. Think of a plastics mold, an ice cube tray mold, a jello mold, and it's in the shape of your liver. And there's stem cell energy going in there. Light amber colored gel has sparkles in it because it's woo woo, gotta have sparkles. Reminds me of Dippity Doo hair gel. And that's going in, and there's a vortex spinning above it. And that vortex is what transforms the stem cell energy into whatever body part we need. In this case, it's going to be a new liver. So I'm watching that. As that's happening, Mary, I'm watching all the plumbing get clamped off inside your body for your diseased liver. And then I'm watching that get removed. So then the new liver's generated. I'm watching that get placed in your body. I'm watching all of the plumbing get sewn into place. And then those clamps will be released here in a minute. And you'll have a new energetic liver. By the way, I've seen this many, many, many times over the years. And there have been several times where the new organ, whether it be a liver or a kidney or a spleen or whatever, it shows up on subsequent scans at the doctor's office or at the hospital. So don't be surprised if that happens. It's totally possible, and it has happened several times in my experience. Okay, clamps are being removed just to check to make sure everything's stitched in there properly. Okay, I think it looks good. Now there's a spiral of energy that's spinning around your whole body, and that's going to give you a tune up. If you're not working with a doctor, I really want you to go see one because this looks really, really serious to me. So I hope that helps. And I want you to remember that everything is healable. The body has an amazing capacity to heal. So keep that in mind as you go through healing your body. Thanks, Mary. Okay, AskJulieRyanShow.com if you want to have a conversation with me. And we're on Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. You can just put your question in the chat, put your first name, where you're located, and your question. Samantha's over there to help you if you need some assistance. And we'll be taking questions from both places. So remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, on the YouTube channel. We've got 5 channels, you guys. We've got English, Spanish, Portuguese, German, and French. And so all of the shows are dubbed in those languages, and just trying to make it easy for you to communicate with spirit and get this information in your native language. Okay, let's see who's next. Miss Patty. Hi, Patty. Sort of. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. Yes. I think so. A little bit. It's not great, but I can hear you.
As you can see that I sent out an email and my mother had passed away.
I'm so sorry your mom passed.
We had a massive stroke on my birthday. That's 5 days later, and I was laid off on my birthday. So my God, it sucked. My birthday sucked.
I'm so sorry. The thing that's so interesting, though, Patty, is you look beautiful. You probably look as beautiful as I've seen you in many, many years. You guys, Patty's been calling into the show since I started it, which was like, what, 7 years ago, Patty? And you look the most beautiful I've ever seen you look. So I think maybe you've been doing such a great job taking care of your mom for all these years, and I think maybe you're getting a little more rest. I can't hear you, honey. I'm so sorry.
Do you have any messages for me?
Your mom. It's time for you to live your life. She's so grateful for everything that you did to take care of her and all you do for the family. You're the rock of the family. You're the one that holds the family together. Continue to do that. And this is time for you to shine now. And she agrees with me that you really look beautiful. That you look the best I've ever seen you look. Honestly. So
I didn't have a on my phone.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying, but your mama's sending you love, and she's saying this is time for you to do what you wanna do now, and she thanks you for taking care of her. So get your computer fixed and call back another week so we can hear you. Yeah, I think you guys will be able to hopefully figure out what was said because I could barely hear her. But her mom's been sick for a really long time, and she was in her 90s. Patty from Queens, for those of you that have listened to the show a long time. So, Patty, we are sending you so much love and big hugs, and your mom's watching over you from heaven. Okay, AskJulieRyanShow.com. If you wanna have a conversation with me, we're at Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. Just put your question in the chat. Be sure to remember to put your first name and where you're located, and we'll be taking questions from there as well. Let's see who's next. It's always a surprise. Ara, hi,
Hi,
girl.
Julie. Nice to meet you. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, I grew up in Columbus, so not too far. How may I help
Um,
you?
yes, my mother-in-law passed away May 30th,
Oh.
and we were all there with her. And I just wanted to know if we did a good job of sending her off.
She said superb. She's right next to you on your right, honey. She's saying superb. She's saying it couldn't have been more perfect. She's saying that there were times when you guys were really worried about if she was suffering. She says she was not near the end. She said she was not, even though it may have looked like she was not. She could see the angels. She said they were bigger than she expected. And that's cute. When I see them, they're big. They're like 6, 7 feet tall. I mean, they're big, big old angels with big wings. But, I'm a Catholic girl, so of course that's what I was taught they look like. But she's saying she could see the angels. She's talking about a dog. She's showing me a dog, like a little dog. Did she have a little dog?
She had many. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one that's little, like a lap dog, like a she foo foo dog that's with
Mhm.
her. So, she's thrilled that maybe that was her favorite dog. Did you have a question you wanted to ask her other than you guys did everything you did a superb job, she's saying?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Anything else you wanna know?
Um, I know at the end we were telling her to say hi to all our family members that have
Yeah.
passed,
Yeah.
including my late husband.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. It's so hard. Have you read Angelic Attendance yet?
I
My
have.
book? You have. Good.
And a week before she passed, I called in because I thought she might have been like 5, 6, or maybe
Yeah.
8, 9.
Right.
Um, that was the Thursday in the week before she passed on Friday.
Oh,
So she was
good.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that helped you guys get through that.
It
And
should, at least me, since I read it and I just finished doing an end of life doula course with
good.
Hospice of the Western Reserve. So yeah, everything was
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
T. Yeah,
The body knows how to be born and the body knows how to die.
it
And
was
we've gotta
incredible.
remember that. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
we're
we
all
truly,
so afraid, but there's
yeah,
nothing to be afraid of.
yeah. I mean, we truly felt like we took her to the edge and they picked her up.
Yep. Yeah, you did, absolutely. You delivered her. You delivered the package to the
Yeah,
angels so they could deliver her on to heaven. How
yeah,
wonderful. Yeah,
exactly.
wonderful. Well,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much.
letting us know. You bet. I'm sending you the biggest hug ever, and you and your family. Angelic Attendance, you guys, anybody that hasn't read it, here's a free offer for a free download. Just go to julieryangift.com, julieryangift.com, and and then we'll send you a free digital and audiobook download. And it has illustrations in it to show what the different phases are and how they, how the angels line up and the different um family members and the pets. I call that the dog pound, where the pets are, even though it's other than just dogs. And so it gives you a lot of information that will help you as you're with somebody at the end of their lives. And, let's face it, we're all going to be there one day. So when we're going through it with a loved one, not only are we concerned for them, but we're concerned for ourselves because we're thinking, holy Moses, we're going to be here one day. And it talks about how we're all surrounded by angels and the spirits of deceased loved ones and pets and what happens. And there are several stories in it of families with whom I've worked, and they're just heartwarming. I mean, they're just miraculous. They're heartwarming. They're funny in some cases. So, JulieRyanGift.com. Go there and get your free copy and share it with your family and friends as well. Okay. Thanks so much. Two bereaved girls here calling in tonight. This is the place to come because we're going to give you lots of love when you're in grief or suffering in any way. All righty. Chris, who's next, please? Hi, Julian.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, it's very good, very good. Yourself?
Terrific. Thanks. Where are you?
Actually, I'm currently in Thailand, but originally I'm
Thailand.
from
Originally from where? I'm sorry.
Poland.
Poland. Okay. Terrific. What time is it in Thailand?
I just woke up 30 minutes ago for the meeting.
Oh, so what time is it there?
7 a.m. 7:17.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you for getting up to join us. And it's
No
already
problem.
Friday there, so
Exactly. Yeah,
we get to
exactly.
talk to you in the future. Yeah. How may I help you?
Yeah. So what I have an issue of sensation with my legs. It's been going on for good 15 years or more. There seems to be some kind of sensation happening, which I do not understand what that is. And the way I feel it, there's some kind of message from my legs to my body.
Mhm.
And I believe where there's message, where there's a problem, whatever that is, I'm just trying to figure this out. So I'm just wondering whether there is possibility to guide me what that might be or what that is really.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Julian, does it hurt? Do your legs hurt? Do they feel like they're tingling? What are the symptoms that you're feeling in your leg?
The way I perceive is like energy stuck from my waist down to feet, and I just moving up and down, up and down. It's like a sensation. It's like a burning sensation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's nerves. That's nerves. All right. Here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, way far west to come hook into you in Thailand. All right, got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. The hologram that's you in my mind's eye, Julian, has been turned around to the back. So what we're doing is we're going from your low back into your nerves. Nerves, imagine they look like clear aquarium tubing. And imagine that sometimes when our nerves get injured for whatever reason, you can tweak something, you can have a bulging disc, whatever. And imagine that they get dead cells and other gunk in them, I call it. So what I'm watching is I'm watching these corkscrews go through those nerves, those tubes, imagine like aquarium tubing, and they're spinning and they're grinding up the gunk that's in there. And then we're going to irrigate them out, and then we'll use stem cell energy to regenerate them. So I'm watching that happen. They're down to your upper thighs now and going through. It's a bunch of nerves too. It's not just your sciatica. You've got several that are in play here. So I'm watching that. And in the meantime, I'm going up your back to see if do you have any back pain at all? Or have you?
Very minor, but normally this is from long sitting, but this is under control. Like I said, this essentially seems to start it in the last 2 years, but overall leg kind of general problem, fatigue type thing that been happening for those 17 years plus.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so it's clearly there is so they always I try to feel the legs trying to tell me something, and
Mhm.
my logical mind doesn't know what that is.
Yeah. So we're doing a healing on them. We'll ask them if they have something to tell you. So I'm watching that. I'm going up your back. I'm straightening out your spine. Your spine's a little windy, like a windy road. So imagine there are two rods, metal rods on both sides of your spine. Your spine's been heated with a laser to make it pliable, Julian. And then those
Mhm.
rods are moving very slowly towards the middle to straighten out your spine. And that's happened. So it's lasered again to put it in place. It's kind of like a potter needs to have multiple clay in order to make whatever they're making, a bowl or a vase or whatever their
Mhm.
art is, and then they fire it afterwards. That's the analogy that I use on this stuff. So I'm watching that. All right. So those nerves are getting irrigated now. This is my favorite part, Julian, because the fluid comes flying out the end of your toes. And it makes your feet look like sprinklers as watering the garden or the lawn. So got that. Here comes the stem cell energy. Light amber colored gel, sparkles, dippity doo, vortices spinning behind each thigh. And that's regenerating those nerves. So we've got that going. What are the legs trying to tell you? You got to get up and move more, and you need a different chair, and you've got to have you ever worked with a chiropractor or an
Yeah,
osteopath?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. It's just long time. It's not something
Yeah.
that that worked for me. Because,
Okay,
like I
try
said,
it.
this very recent, and this is very long problem. I think it's deep rooted somewhere from
Yeah.
childhood rather than
Schedule an appointment with me, and we can do a deep dive over an hour, and we can do your energy
right.
field membrane healing and all of that, and find
Yeah.
out, what the emotional stuff is that we can do.
Mhm.
We'll have way more time to work on it. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
what I'm getting is that a chiropractor can help because your skeleton needs to be adjusted. I watched a chiropractic adjustment happen on your back and your pelvis. So
Okay.
I think that can help in the short run too. So I hope that
Okay.
helps you feel better.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for
Thank you for waking up for us. Have a wonderful day.
that was worthwhile. So thank you very much.
Oh, you bet. Bye, Julian.
Bye.
AskJulieRyanShow.com. If you want to have a conversation with me, we're at Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. Remember to stay with us because I'm going to announce the winner of the Angels and Enlightenment training here pretty soon. And that's my online class that's self-paced, you guys. And then it has practice sessions that go with it. And those are $10 a piece. And that $10 goes to my facilitators, who are all graduates of my big class, the Angelic Attendant Training class. And what they do is they help you verify that the information that you're getting from spirit is what they're getting too, and what the rest of the graduates in the class are getting. So once we get some validation that what we're receiving is accurate, and other people are getting the same, it really gives us confidence. And then the more you do it, the more validation you get, the easier it is. And then it's just second nature, and you just do it on your own. So Angels and Enlightenment training is a great place to start. I think the practice groups are the most important part of a training, because you can go to a seminar, you can watch a video, you can read a book, but until you're doing it, you don't really get it. It's kind of like driving a car. You can watch a video, you can be in the car with somebody who's driving, you can do whatever, but until you're behind the wheel and you get some practice, that's when it really becomes ingrained. And it's the same with all of this energy healing, spiritual woo-woo stuff, communicating with spirits, past lives, all that jazz. You just got to do it. And then you'll get really good at it quickly, because everybody can do it. I mean, I learned how to do it. So, okay. Who's next, Chris? Jen. Hi, Julie. Jennifer in Texas. Can you help me figure out my source of fatigue? I've had blood work done and everything is in good range, including hormones. Please help. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama. Heading to you in Texas. Got you. You've got you. Is it mold? You look kinda gray. Your whole body looks gray. So, I'm looking to see, let me go inside. The outside of your body looks great. So let me see what's going, you're being exposed to some toxins. I'm not getting that it's mold, but it's some other kinda toxins, like, almost looks like, gray ash from the fireplace, Jen. I'm sure you're not burning fires in Texas in the middle of the summer, but it, are you in an agricultural area? Are you near a lot of exhaust, like from cars from a main road or something? You've got, that's what I'm clearing out of your body. You're being exposed to something that's toxic for you. And I get it's environmental. So give that some thought. See what comes up in your mind and schedule an appointment with either one of my graduates. I got 5 graduates that work with me, and they're all amazing. Amazing, amazing. You can usually get in to see them within a week or so. They're way less expensive than I am, and you can get in to see them way sooner than with me, although I do have priority appointments too. So I'd like to do a deep dive with you. In the meantime, what I'm watching happen is a heavy metal detox. Jen, imagine 2 big U-shaped magnets on either side of your body. They're joined in the middle. They're going up and down your body, and they turn a quarter of a turn until they've made a full rotation, and they're pulling out the metallic particulates. You're being exposed to something that's got a lot of heavy metals in it. And then any kind of metallic dust is being irrigated out. So I hope that helps, but I'd like to do a deep dive with you. So hope you feel better. Thanks, Jen. AskJulieRyanShow.com. If you want to have a conversation with me, we're at Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. So you can put in your question, put your first name, where you're located, and your question, and we'll be taking more people from both places, from people who've called in, from people who are joining us on the YouTube live stream. So let's see who's next. Debbie. Hello. Hi. You got to unmute so we can hear you. Hi, girl.
Yeah. Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi. Good. So nice to
Finally.
see you. I know we've been
Oh,
trying to get together. I'm so glad to see you.
yeah. If all I could say is just thank you for this moment and just shouting out to your support system who've enabled this. It's thank you.
You bet. Tell
Um,
everybody where you are, please.
I'm in Singapore and it's
Singapore.
8:30, coming up to 8:30.
And you look so fabulous so early. Look at you.
Oh, thank you. I'm an early bird, so
Oh, good. How may I help you?
um, I have a situation, and before I even get to that, I wanted you to, if you could, address the issues with my 2 boys because
Okay, one
until I get,
question. Just one question. Just one question, because we were trying to get as many people on as possible. So
yeah, but I've been trying to get through because I've been
one
having
question.
problems with the
One
PayPal.
question.
Okay,
One question.
one question. Let's get it down to that then. What's happening with me then?
Okay, what in particular do you want information about? Do you have a health issue or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that?
I've
Okay,
got,
so tell
yeah,
tell us
yeah.
what's going on, and then we'll go
Uh,
from there.
so in 21, I had a lumpectomy on the right breast.
Okay.
Seems like it's coming back. I feel it. It's there.
Mm,
But I refuse to go to the mainstream because I don't want I just think it's such a beautiful body that we have, and I don't want to be subjected to their, you know, I mean, they do
okay.
great work, but I just
Yeah.
don't see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've also
So
got
let
quite a lot of dark marks around my body, particularly around my breast and my left knee, just behind the knee, at the back of the
okay.
leg. So I get cramps and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading out to you in Singapore. got you shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head, going to your right breast, because that's what you mentioned first. Let's see what's going on there. I do see a spot. It does look dark to me, so it does look suspicious. And I think you already know that even before you joined us. So what I'm watching is I'm watching it get encapsulated and I'm watching it get removed. So I always see a capsule form around it. Think of like covering it in a plastic bag and sealing it and then removing it so that the cells don't disperse. So I've got that going. Let's just do the full healing on you that I do when somebody has malignancy in their body. Imagine there's a vertical oval tube and imagine that all your lymph fluid is going inside of it. This tube is inside your body, but it's on the front side of your body. And there are 2 holes that have opened on the bottom of each of your feet, 1 hole on each foot, 2 holes open, 1 on the bottom of each foot. So inside that tube is all your lymph fluid. And lymph fluid looks to me like an amber colored liquid, but it's kind of globby. It's kind of thick. Think of the fluid inside a lava lamp. And so I'm watching that spin and all the toxins are coming out the bottom of your feet. So we're doing a reverse osmosis purification of your lymph fluid. In the meantime, there's a big metal dome that's come down on top of your whole body. And as it lifts off, it's pulling out any lymph nodes that have sequestered toxins. And that's what they're supposed to do, right? Lymph nodes look like little D3 vitamin capsules to me. And when they've sequestered toxins, they can look brown or black inside of them. And so now you're being sprinkled with stem cell energy, and there are vortices that are spinning above your head, beneath your feet, on either side of you, front and behind, all spinning concurrently. That's going to regenerate new lymph nodes that are pure, that don't have any toxins in them. So we've got that going. Now what we're doing is the heavy metal detox that I just did with our person that asked the question before. And so 2 big U-shaped magnets that are joined in the middle, they're going up and down your body. They're pulling out metallic particulates. They rotate a quarter of a turn until they make a full rotation around your whole body. All right, that just happened. They just jumped, they just finished, and then they just disappear. They pop off and they disappear. Now what I'm watching is your body get irrigated from your head down through your tip of your toes, and it's getting ready, getting rid of any metallic dust that's left over from that heavy metal detox. And so now what we're doing is we're going to do a DNA healing. DNA, of course, is the recipe that tells the cells how to behave. It's comprised of 4 nucleic acids represented by 4 letters, A, T, C, and G. One strand can have from 100,000 letters up to 1 billion letters. And the strands of DNA look to me like a piece of paper you'd see inside a fortune cookie with a fortune written on it, at least here in America. I don't know about in Asia. I hear they don't have those in Asia. Have you ever seen one?
Fortune cookies, yes, very much Chinese thing.
Yeah. Do they have the
Chinese.
fortune paper inside of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought it was Chinese origin.
It is Chinese, but
Yeah.
but I hear people all the time tell me that they only have them in America, that they don't see them anywhere else. So I don't know. Anyways, so I'm watching those strands of DNA get resequenced, and you have 7 of them that are getting resequenced back to a normal recipe. And so those letters get moved up and around. So your cells are going to behave in the way they're supposed to. Once they're reconfigured, resequenced, they snap back into an X chromosome because, you remember girls have 2 X's, boys have an X and a Y. This is like, 10-year-old science lessons we're reviewing here. I had to go back and relearn all this stuff when I first started seeing it. When Spirit was doing it in healings, I was like, okay, I know this is DNA, but I'm not sure what all this means. So I had to go give myself a refresher course. So we've got that going. There's a book called Radical Remission that
I've done that. I've
Great.
read Thomas Seyfried, or rather, I've contacted him as well, and he's replied to me just 2 days ago. The thing about this is that, once we leave off you or anything else, the community is not there. So it becomes very difficult because I've
So,
done that in 21.
yeah, Thomas Seyfried is a great guy. He's a great resource. He's at Boston College, for those of you that are listening.
Yeah,
I'm talking about radical remission, the
yeah,
radical remission
Kelly
book, and
Turner. Yeah,
Kelly Turner. And I did a show with Carla Mans-Giroux, and there are support groups with that. So if you
wow,
look up Carla Mans, Mans, Carla with a K, Mans-Giroux, and Ask Julie Ryan, you'll see that. And it's called the Radical Remission Project. And I know they do have groups of people that work together and support one another. And I know that there'll be information there on their website to help you with
yeah.
that.
Just one
So
last question. What's with all the black marks on the body?
it's a vascular thing, is what I'm getting. I'm not getting it's leukemia, but you've got a vascular situation going on.
And
That
should I be going to mainstream, or should I
well,
just manage it myself? Because
I
that's what I
think
really
I think you're the only one that can make that decision. I think it makes sense to explore all of your options. I would absolutely go explore the Western medicine and see what they have to say, and then
can wait.
you can
Yeah, just what
combine.
you.
Do what feels best for you. Follow your gut, follow your intuition. That show that I did with Carla from the Radical Remission Project has lots of information in it that will help, and most of their people do a combination of the Western medicine, Eastern medicine, and even just the holistic stuff too. So it's all part of the healing equation. The work that I do, I believe, is part of the healing equation too. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you on your journey. I'm glad we finally connected.
Thank you.
You are
Lots
most
of luck.
welcome. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Rachel, too.
Yeah, I'll thank Rachel. I will do that. All right. AskJulieRyanShow.com. And we're at Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. Just put your first name, where you're located, and your question in there. And we'll be getting some of those answered as well. I'm going to take another call and then I'll announce the winner of the Angels and Enlightenment training for this month. So let's see who Chris has up next for us. Monica. Hi, Monica.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. You look like you're on Mars.
Yeah.
Where
Kind of
are
like
you?
that. I am in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, wonderful. Well, to some people, that's kind of like Mars. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Um,
Well, wonderful. How may I help you?
I am contacting you to ask about myself. I hadn't been feeling, well lately, and I'm
Mm,
just not sure what the symptoms, what's going on. My partner wasn't feeling well on Sunday. He thought he had a virus. He felt better on Sunday evening. Then I start feeling not so well on Monday evening. And then
mm.
I'm like thinking, okay, a couple days I'll be okay. But now I'm having digestive issues. I'm thinking like um right shoulder pain, upper right side pain, warning was my gallbladder. So just trying to want some answers of
Yeah,
what's
yeah. Okay. Let me get you on my radar. Here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, up to you in Brooklyn. All right, got you shooting energy from your feet up to the top of your head. Before you even mention something about a virus, I'm getting, she's got a virus. I get these divine downloads into my
Okay.
head, Monica, and
Mhm.
that's what I heard right off the bat. So viruses look like really watery beef broth to me
Mhm.
when they're inside the body. So Spirit and I are forcing it out from the bottom of your feet out through the top of your head. Imagine there's like this beef, really watery beef broth kind of in a
Mhm.
fountain coming out the top of your head. That's what I'm watching there. And now what I'm doing is I'm replenishing that with be sure and stay hydrated. I'm getting that you're not getting enough fluid to help flush this out. So pound the water, drink lots and lots of purified water
Yes, yeah.
and And so I'm watching this. It looks like an IV fluid. It's not stem cell energy, but it looks like an IV fluid with sparkles in it that's going in to hydrate your body. And I'm also, you got a bunch of inflammation. Inflammation looks like red fog on body parts, and anti-inflammatory energy, Monica, looks like a royal blue color, like that blue behind you. Think of the blue in a refreezable ice pack, and that's going to help. I would do vitamin C and zinc in the
Okay.
short run. Do 1,000 milligrams of C. I like the ester C because it's buffered. It's easy on your stomach. And add 50 milligrams of zinc. I would try that 3 times a day. It's an amazing antiviral, and the zinc is what really boosts it. So I would try that. I would give that to your husband as well. And it's viral. You'll feel better. You'll feel better
All right.
soon.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
I hope you
This
feel
is really
better.
helpful. Thank you. And thank you so much for all the love that you share with us. It's just amazing. I really
Oh,
appreciate you.
you
Thank
are
you.
most welcome. Thanks for calling in from your sick bed. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, Chris, we're getting ready. So get your drum rolls ready here. He loves this part. Okay. See? There he goes. He's been practicing. Okay. This is from Kitty's K log. Kitty's Clog is what it says. 986. KITTYS KLOG 986. So, Kitty, you have won the Angels and Enlightenment training class this month. You are our winner. And Kitty says, I've been listening to you religiously for the past 6 months. There are so many people in this world with so much pain and disability, and this work you're doing is very important. I've worked as a nurse for 33 years, and I've always believed in the powers of healing that you bring to this world. I'm at such a crossroads in this precious life of mine, 61 years young, and need to find a way to carry on healings outside of the hospital. I would love to learn from you. Please continue to inspire and create natural healing. Loving you from Sunset Beach, California. So, Kitty girl, you have won the Angels and Enlightenment training class. You are going to get to study with me. You're going to get to do the practice groups with my graduates of my big angelic attendant training class. And this is going to help you communicate with spirit. And then once you can do that, you can take it anywhere you want, because it's kind of like learning to read. You know, I always think we can do anything that our little heart desires if we can read, because we can read about it. And especially in this day and age with the internet, for heaven's sakes, and YouTube, and, my gosh, anything you want to know, you can look it up. So Ms. Kitty, just go to askjulieryan.com and go to the Ask Julie question. You'll see a link on there. It says Ask Julie, and let us know, hey, I've won. And my assistant, Rachel, will help you with all of the details. So congratulations. We're thrilled that you're coming to join the community. Speaking of trainings, angelic attendant training, we do a live one once a year. It's in Atlanta. And this year it is October 24th through the 26th. We've rented out a hotel, same hotel. It's fabulous. And it's right adjacent to the runway of the Atlanta airport, which is the busiest airport in the world. So you can get to Atlanta from anywhere. And it's a free shuttle. We've got a reduced rate on the rooms. We've got the block of rooms all ready to go. And so come join us, and you'll learn how to do everything that I do in a weekend. It will be the most life-enhancing thing that you do, number one. And number two, it's a blast, you guys. We have so much fun down there. And the energy vibe is so high that every year people say, oh my God, I can't believe we're not blowing the roof off of this hotel. But I think we come close sometimes. So come join us. And information on that, just go to askjulieryan.com/AAT, askjulieryan.com/AAT, and come join us. We've got several people that have signed up already. October 24th through the 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Chris, who's next? Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Calling from North Carolina. I asked about healing for my 40-year-old friend Eddie in West Virginia with liver heart issues. He has a little girl that loves him, so healing is much appreciated. Okay, I'm going to go from you, Jesse, to Eddie. And I'm going to ask his permission if I can scan him and do a healing on him. If he says yes, I will. If he says no, I won't, because it's an ethical thing with me. And I think it's an invasion of somebody's privacy to look inside their body without their permission. So I'm going to ask him telepathically. Here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading east over to you in North Carolina. Got you. All right, going to Eddie. It's going up to West Virginia. Got Eddie. Eddie, I'm talking with Jesse. May I scan you energetically? He's saying, well, what does that mean? Okay. So, Eddie, I'm like a human MRI. I can see inside people's bodies with their permission, of course, and help facilitate healing. So, your sweet friend Jesse wants to know if I can help you heal. He said maybe some other time. So, Jesse, I'm sorry. We can talk to his spirit though. Let's ask his spirit. What can Jesse do? I don't have a problem talking to somebody's spirit because it's kind of like they're going to tell us what they want us to know, but I'm not looking at their x-ray without their permission. So, what do you want? What can Jesse do to help you? Say prayers. He wants you to come visit him. He's saying he would like to have you come visit. Say pray for him and come visit is what he's saying. So, if you talk to him, Jesse, and he changes his mind, call back in and we'll scan him then another time. Thanks for trying though. All righty, askjulieryanshow.com and Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. So let's see who's next. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, my girl?
Oh, good, good. I'm so glad to talk to you.
Thank you. Please tell everybody where you're located.
I'm from South Florida, Delray Beach.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
I do, Julie. So I wanted you to scan me if you could. I have been dealing with for 8 weeks this crazy, I don't know what is going on. The doctor thinks it's contact dermatitis.
Mm,
I think I was exposed to something, a couple of things. It started with I went to a hairdresser and they changed shampoos. So it started with that, and then I had a couple other things I was exposed to, and then I ended up going on an antibiotic, which I think I had a reaction to. And I've been to all these doctors and nobody could figure it out. So I finally ended up back at another dermatologist 2 days ago, and he thinks that I'm definitely having an allergic reaction with my skin. What's happening is my skin is like burning everywhere.
mm,
It's really, really bad. And I went to a neurologist, to see if it's a nerve problem. And he said it wasn't. So right now he wants me to take antihistamines and to get this inflammation down. But he's still not 100% sure that's what it is.
okay.
So,
Yeah. Before you even told me, I heard she's got a rash. I'm hearing it
mm,
in divine download. She's got a rash. So here we go. Here comes my
okay.
laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading down to you in Florida. All right, got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. You've got yeast overgrowth. That's
Mm,
what's going on with that. You got a fungal infection and it's systemic is what's happening.
fungal.
Fungal. So
Wow.
you want to get on some nystatin.
Okay.
Nystatin,
Okay.
nystatin. It's an
Okay.
antifungal. You've got a yeast overgrowth.
Okay.
What I heard was contact dermatitis even before you
Yes.
said it. And what I was
Yeah.
thinking was, did you plant something? Did you come into contact with some kind of a plant or something like, poison ivy, poison oak, poison something,
I
something?
Yeah, no, the only thing I did was I had a reaction to this hair dye, and then I
Mhm.
also had a reaction to this cream that I put on. It was a homeopathic cream, and then I took antibiotic, which I never take pills at
Mhm.
all. I took an antibiotic, and I had a reaction to that. I think it was a combination of everything, you know.
Something in the homeopathic cream was from a plant that you were allergic
Oh,
to. That's where that's coming
okay.
in from. That's what I'm getting on
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I don't think they had poison ivy in the cream, but
Right.
it
Right.
was
Right.
something that would be similar to poison ivy for you. And then
Right.
it went systemic. And then
Mm,
when they gave you the antibiotics, it's just that's where our
yeah,
immune system is in our gut. And then it's just kind of,
yeah.
been a roller coaster
So,
ride since then. So I would do the antifungal. Tell the doctor that you want nystatin. I get
okay.
for a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks
Mm,
for that.
okay.
It's gonna help clear that out of your system. Have
Okay.
has anybody what I'm hearing is the old-fashioned oatmeal baths?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
that helps a lot. That
that's
helps a
what I'm
lot.
getting.
I stopped doing it because of my UTI.
Mm,
But I'm clear. My UTI is cleared now, you know.
okay, yeah.
So, but so Julie, when you say yeast, it's yeast inside. I have a yeast
Mhm.
overgrowth inside. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
it's GI tract, it's systemic. And
Okay.
that's what's causing the rash. You think about
Oh,
diaper rash and thrush and
yeah.
stuff like that,
Right.
that's all
Right.
yeast overgrowth. Doctors aren't trained to look for it, but it's very,
Mm,
very common. And the nystatin, the reason why I like nystatin is because I use it myself and
mhm.
was on it for many years to get my systemic yeast overgrowth cleared up.
Right.
And it stays in the GI tract, Kathy, and it's a gentle antifungal because when the
Mm,
body detoxes too fast with some of these really strong antifungals, or you do
right.
like a yeast cleanse or something, you take 3
Right.
steps forward and 5 steps back
I
because your body
see.
can't detox that fast. But this will clear up. In the meantime, I'm getting oatmeal baths.
Oatmeal baths, okay.
Oatmeal
And
baths
the
in cool water, not hot water,
cool, yes,
cool water.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. So when you say fungal, that's fungal, the yeast is creating a fungal that's internal. It's a
The
fungal,
yeast, right? Yeah.
yeah,
You've got a
okay.
systemic yeast overgrowth situation.
So the burning, my skin that's burning, that's a reaction to this.
It's
Is
all the
that
same
right? Or
thing. Mhm. Yeah,
wow, okay.
yeah.
So the antihistamines won't help.
Oh, I think
It
they
shouldn't
will.
help.
I think they will, but
Yeah.
they're gonna take care of your symptoms, they're not gonna clear it up.
Right, right, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope
Wow.
that
Okay. Yeah.
helps.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's
You
crazy how
are
no doctor figured this out,
there's no
but
money in it,
yeah,
so they're not
yeah.
trained for it. Yeah, 'cause,
Right,
there's, like, not tests and stuff that they can do.
right,
And
right,
so
right,
they're just not trained. It's just old-fashioned medicine. That
right.
whenever there's a rash or eczema or
Mhm.
a skin thing, most of the
Right,
time it's a gut thing and it's yeast
right,
overgrowth. Yeah, and that's gonna
right,
help restore your gut back after taking the antibiotics too,
right,
'cause those
right.
just
Exactly.
decimate your gut. So I hope you feel
Yep.
better.
Thank
Thanks for
you. Thank you so
calling.
much, Julie.
You are so
Thank you.
welcome. Take care.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
most
Bye-bye.
welcome. All right. We've got Jessie says, this is Jessie with her friend. I'd asked him, and after he said another time, I looked to see if he answered, and he said, "Yeah, thanks, but I'm okay." So you hit the nail on the head. Thank you for trying. So basically, what Jesse's saying is he didn't want me to scan him, and that's what he was telling me. The guy that's having heart issues in West Virginia, he's going, "Yeah, I'm okay." And so that's what he told her. I probably in a text. So thanks, Jesse, for that update. Appreciate that. Okay, Kim. Julie, my mother-in-law Joyce is in the hospital in Vero Beach, Florida. She's 84, and we have been told she has, oh my goodness, that's a big word, rhabdomyolysis. I have no idea what that is. Sounds serious though, because that's a lot of letters in that word. and her kidneys are failing. Please, can you tell me what stage she's in? Okay, here we go. Kim, I'm going to come to you down in Vero Beach. Here comes my laser beam. All right, got you. Going to your mom, Joyce, in the hospital. Okay, she's in phase 7 of the 12 phases of transition. So her spirit is out of her body. It's attached to the top of her head. It looks like I call it a spirit bubble. It looks like a cartoon caption bubble or speech bubble. And there are angels that are in a horseshoe around her. There are angels on either side of her spirit bubble. She's a little more than halfway through. Again, angelic attendance. It's all in the book. If you want a free copy, just go to julieryangift.com. julieryangift.com. We'll send you a free digital audiobook version. And so let's ask her my 3 questions. Joyce, are you ready to go? No, not yet. What are you in pain at times? What do you need? Help. Okay, what kind of help? I need somebody to figure out how to make me well. All right. So let's see if we can get any information from spirit on that. I get that the medicines that they have her on are not working. See, you may want to talk to her doctors and see if there are other options. What I'm hearing right now is the medicines aren't working. So see if there are other options. When somebody's spirit's out of their body and they're dying, I'm unable to get a visual read on them because it's kind of like I'm trying to look at an X-ray in a pitch black room without any electricity. And so I'm not able to do that, but I'm getting that the medicines are not right. So do some research on that condition with all those letters that you sent to me and see what the other medications are that are a possibility. And then I would talk to her doctors about that. It sounds like she's not ready to go yet. And just because somebody's in one of the phases of transition, it doesn't mean that they're gonna transition. It means that they're in the process of it, but they can move up and back in those phases. They can come all the way out. There are lots of different scenarios for that. When you see somebody that's doing like phase 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's in a row and it's happening fairly quickly, you'll know that they're very likely going to transition soon. And that's when you want to call the family in. By the way, these phases of transition, there's a free chart that illustrates all of them. Just go to askjulieryan.com, click on the phases of transition page. You'll see it. You can download it. And what I suggest is download the PDF and put it on your phone, and then just ask in your head or ask aloud, what phase of transition is Joyce in? And you'll hear a number in your head. It's that first thing you hear when you snap your fingers. And that's going to give you a reference. Like say you hear phase 8 or you hear 6, and then you can refer to the chart that's on your phone. And that works really well to help us. When they get to be in about, I would say, phase 9-ish, I think it makes sense to call in the family and give them the opportunity to come and be there if they want to be. Or let's say she rallies and she gets well. Well, okay, they're coming to visit her. But if they want to be there to see her in the event that she transitions and passes, you're going to want to give them some leeway because so many people take time off work and they're traveling sometimes and have to get childcare and pet care and all that other jazz. So hopefully that'll help. Good luck to you and your family. Look for the little miracles along the way because they'll be plentiful. Okay, Chris, do we have time for one more person? It looks like
Yes.
Porvaja.
Hi, Julie.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling from Marysville, Washington.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
Yeah, Julie, I've just been feeling very low emotionally for a very long time now. So, can you just do a general body scan and see what's going on and how I can fix it?
Yeah, I'm already in there. I've already shot energy from your feet up to the top of your room, top of your head, the room in
Okay.
your head. Are you on an antidepressant?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Don't go on one until you watch, my episode about that with Kelly Brogan. Kelly
Okay.
Brogan is a psychiatrist who just, is very opinionated about that. So what am I getting? First thing I heard was you got to get some sunshine. You're
Okay.
not getting any sunshine. So go out in the morning if you can, go for a walk, get some sunshine. Be sure you're
Okay.
hydrated. Be sure that you stay away from processed foods, sugar,
Mm-hmm.
anything that's refined. But the first thing that came in was sunshine. Are you
Okay.
going outside much other than just
No,
going to the car? Do you work from home?
no, I'm unemployed right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that would make you, be less than optimal, but go for a walk in the morning and get
Okay.
sunshine. Get the sun on your skin, and that's going to help you a lot right off the bat. It's free and it's easy. And I know in Washington State sometimes it's gloomy, but
Yeah.
even go out when it's gloomy because you'll get some of the rays of the sun that way as
Mhm.
well. So you
Okay.
can do that. Okay.
Okay.
I hope you
Okay.
feel better. Good luck with your job hunt.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, everybody, that's it for this week. I love getting to talk to whoever calls in or joins us on the YouTube live stream. Remember, you can always submit a question on the website, askjulieryan.com, and we choose one of those each week too, and that's in my blog. So be sure you're signed up for my weekly blog, and your question may be answered there too. So sending you lots of love from Sweet Home, Alabama. Mwah! Bye, everybody. Have a great week. To enhance your spiritual journey, click on one of the videos below and remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your family and friends. To enhance your spiritual journey,